Frozen fish is often as solid as ice, especially when you need to use it right away, so quick defrosting becomes essential. Today, I'm going to show you a fast way to defrost fish while preserving its nutrients. Let's begin by getting a container ready. Measure 1 tablespoon of salt for every half kilogram of fish, add 2 lemon slices, and fill the container with warm water around 40 degrees Celsius. Make sure the water is not above 45 degrees Celsius to prevent the outside of the fish from cooking while the inside is still frozen. Ensure the fish is completely covered with water, then stir well so the salt dissolves properly. Finally, add the fish and soak it based on size. Allow small fish to soak for 5 to 10 minutes, medium fish for 15 to 20 minutes, and large fish for 20 to 25 minutes. Citric acid from the lemon has a similar effect to salt, speeding up the thawing process and helping eliminate unpleasant fishy smells. Keep in mind that excessive lemon can damage the fish's texture and turn it soft. With this method, soaking for too long should also be avoided to prevent nutrient loss. Coming up, I'm going to demonstrate a method for frying small fish until they're crunchy and delicious. Rinse each fish thoroughly under running water, then place them into a pot. After the first rinse, add more water and wash the fish again to make sure they are completely clean. If the fish has already been cleaned, you can skip this step. Then transfer the fish to a large bowl. Prepare the ingredients for marinating by rinsing a piece of ginger and cutting it into thin slices. Prepare a few green onion stalks and cut them into long sections. Ginger and green onions help remove the fishy smell while adding aroma. Add the sliced ginger and green onions to the bowl, then season with 1/2 tablespoon of salt, 1/4 tablespoon of pepper, and 1/2 tablespoon of cooking wine. Mix well by hand so the fish absorbs the flavors and loses its odor. Next, add 1/2 tablespoon of soy sauce to boost the umami flavor and mix well again. The fish is now marinated, let it rest for 30 minutes so it can absorb the seasoning. While the fish is marinating, prepare the batter by cracking 1 egg into a bowl, then adding 40 grams of tapioca starch and 40 grams of all-purpose flour. Mix well for frying the small fish. After combining the flour, slowly add water in small amounts while stirring constantly to control the batter's thickness, mixing until it becomes smooth, lump-free, and pourable. At this point the fish has been marinated. Place the fish into the batter. Mix so that each fish is evenly coated. Put the pan on the stovetop, add the oil, and increase the amount slightly. Turn the heat to high and warm the oil until a chopstick creates small bubbles in the oil, then reduce the heat to medium-low. Carefully place each fish into the hot oil individually to prevent them from sticking to one another. Overcrowding the pan will cause the fish to stick together, making it tricky to flip them. Scoop out floating flour from the oil to prevent it from burning and compromising the whole batch. If the fish stick together, gently separate them. Once they start floating, it's time to flip them. This method results in fish that's crispy on the outside and tender inside. Fry for 5 to 6 minutes until lightly golden and fully cooked. Finally, take the fish out and let the oil drain, setting them aside. Repeat with the remaining fish. Next, heat the oil over high heat again. Remove any flour residues or clumps to prevent burning during the next batch. When the oil reaches a high temperature, put the fried fish back in for a second round. Fry for 1 minute to make the fish extra crispy and prevent it from becoming soft when cold, flipping to ensure even golden color. Once golden and crispy, remove and place on a plate. The fried fish can be eaten immediately. Crispy on the outside, tender on the inside. If you like it extra crispiness, fry a little longer. The aroma is very enticing. That's the end of the video. If you have any thoughts, leave a comment below. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, share with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for your support. See you in the next video. Scraping fish scales is so simple. All you need is a plastic bag. No splashing, no dirty hands. The scales go away quickly and cleanly. First, take out the plastic wrap or fresh keeping bag. Pick an anorexic carrot. Cut off the head of the carrot with an oblique knife and set aside. Grab the short handle of the carrot head firmly with your hands against the direction of fish scale growth. It starts at the end of the fish. Push gently from bottom to top. The fish scales will easily fall off one by one. But here's the thing. It can maximize the integrity of the fish skin. Now, use this simple scraping method with a strap. These troubles all disappear. Just tie the bag tightly after shaving. Throw the whole thing in the trash. It's easy to clean up. Convenient and clean. Black dust in the belly of the fish and fish bone blood. Be sure to clean it up. The layer of black foam attached to the belly of the fish. It may also contain some harmful substances. Be sure to pour it out with your fingernails and scrape it with repeated rinses with flowing water until the blood is completely gone. Only completely remove the scheming fish bone blood to reduce the fishy smell at the source. Let the cooked fish taste delicious. So let's share a little bit of that. Simple but delicious. Put the fish on the chopping board first, under the head and above the tail. Cut 2 knives diagonally, about 0.5 to 1 centimeter, and you'll see a little white spot on the incision. This is the fishy line. Pinch the thread with your fingernails. Slowly pull out. In order to make the fishy line fully withdrawn, removing the fishy line can greatly reduce the fishy smell of fish. Let the cooked fish taste more pure. The fishy smell is greatly reduced. Next we use a sharp kitchen knife. Cut into small pieces of uniform thickness to 2 to 3 centimeters. The cut rice fish is divided into 2 lengthwise. Gently place in a large, clean bowl. Then start deploying. Marinade. Add an appropriate amount of salt to a bowl. Pour in 2 spoonfuls of light soy sauce. Add a spoonful of dark soy sauce. Pour in an appropriate amount of rice wine. Let the fish pieces marinate for 15 to 20 minutes. That time, we can cut the side dishes. Ginger onion. Cut garlic into hob pieces. After cutting, put them neatly on a plate for later use. Prepare 2 more potatoes. Peel, wash and cut into thick slices. Potatoes are an indispensable ingredient in this dish. The sauce is the finishing touch to this dish. Add 2 spoonfuls of secret sauce to a bowl. Put in a spoonful of pepper. Add 2 spoonfuls of soy sauce to freshen up. A spoonful of oyster sauce adds a mellow umami. Pour in a little water to dilute. Now mix it well. Next, prepare a casserole. Add shallowly chopped ginger. After the fragrance overflows, put the prepared potato chips into the casserole one by one. Then the marinated fish pieces. Neat size on potato chips. Now, pour the prepared sauce evenly on the fish pieces. Then open a bottle of beer. Slowly pour along the edge of the casserole. Quickly close the lid. Turn to medium heat and simmer. After about 10 to 25 minutes. Open the lid now. Sprinkle with a little emerald green scallion. The perfect blend of scallion and fish. A colorful and fragrant casserole fish. You're done. Not only does it remove the fishy smell, it also adds a different flavor to the fish nuggets. Okay, that's all for today's video. No matter how busy or tired everyone is, remember to eat on time, maintain a healthy diet. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Continue to share more life tips in the next issue. Even when I bought a beautiful, bright green head of lettuce for a few dollars, it would spoil and be wasted within days. Among leafy greens, lettuce is particularly hard to keep fresh, as it bruises easily, dries out fast, and is sensitive to humidity. For those following fast home fix, here are 4 simple methods to keep your lettuce fresh, crisp, and tasty for weeks. I'll also show you how to revive wilted lettuce and bring it back to life as if you just bought it. The first tip is to store lettuce in a plastic bag. Start by discarding the outer leaves, which often take the brunt of damage during harvesting and transport. Remove the outer leaves first, then hold the lettuce under cold water and slowly rotate it to let the water pass through all the layers. Don't forget to spread the leaves and clean any hidden spots where dirt may remain. The following step is to remove all moisture from the lettuce, as any water left can shorten its lifespan. After the lettuce is dry, prepare a vegetable bag and pierce a few holes with a skewer to let it breathe and keep the air flowing. Next, add a dry paper towel to the bottom of the plastic bag. This drawer maintains elevated humidity levels, ideal for storing and preserving leafy greens. After roughly a week, inspect the paper towel. If it's wet, swap it out for a new one. By managing moisture, the paper towel ensures that your lettuce stays crisp and fresh. Tip 2. Begin by washing loose lettuce leaves under cold running water, making sure to clean each leaf carefully. After drying the leaves, prepare a clean bowl or container and place a layer of dry paper towels at the bottom. These paper towels act as a humidity buffer. They absorb excess moisture. Add a layer of lettuce leaves, making sure to spread them out gently without squashing them. Once done, place a lid over the container without sealing it completely. Lettuce requires a bit of air circulation to remain fresh. Finally, keep the container in the fridge's crisper drawer for optimal freshness. Tip 3: Preserving chopped lettuce. To start, always use a sharp, non-serrated knife when chopping your lettuce. Using a sharp knife ensures a clean cut, preventing bruising and maintaining crispness. Dull or serrated knives damage the fibers and accelerate water loss. After cutting the lettuce, have a firm container or storage box ready for storage. Line the bottom with a completely dry paper towel. Gently place the chopped lettuce on top. Don't pack it too tightly. Do not tightly close the lid, cover it loosely or leave a small gap. This allows chopped lettuce to breathe and prevents soggy leaves from trapped moisture. Once set, place the container in the crisper compartment of your refrigerator. The increased humidity helps keep leafy greens fresh. Method 4: Storing ready-made salads in a jar. Begin with the sauce, placing your roasted sesame dressing or chosen dressing directly into the bottom of the jar. Next, layer in firm vegetables that can handle some acidity, such as carrots, chickpeas, cherry tomatoes, and bell peppers. This layer keeps the dressing from touching the lettuce directly. To finish, put a folded paper towel over the lettuce, making sure it's positioned correctly. It will absorb moisture inside the jar, preserving the greens, then secure the lid firmly. Take out the paper towel, shake the jar to coat the ingredients with dressing, and pour the salad into a bowl or onto a plate when ready to eat. Using this method, your lettuce remains untouched by the dressing until you're ready to eat, so each bite stays crisp and full of flavor. Now, as promised at the start of the video, I'll show you how to save wilted lettuce. If the leaves are limp but smell fresh and feel non-slippery, hold off on discarding them. Start by preparing a large bowl of ice water, ensure it's really cold, and adding a handful of ice cubes is ideal. Then place the wilted leaves into the bowl, making sure they're fully submerged. Soak the wilted lettuce in cold water for 10 to 30 minutes, depending on how limp it is. The cold shock works wonders. This process helps the cells inside the leaves absorb water and regain their firmness, making the lettuce feel refreshed. You'll see the leaves gradually becoming crisp, bright, and revitalized. Remove from water and dry thoroughly, using paper towels or a spinner to eliminate all excess moisture. Any remaining moisture on the leaves can make them go bad faster in the refrigerator. If you found these tips helpful, and before you go, let me know in the comments which food you struggle to keep fresh the most. Your question might become the next video. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today, and I'll see you at the next one. Instead of throwing it away, save the plastic container handle, as it can substitute for a range of household items. In most kitchens, there are certainly empty cooking oil containers that have been fully used. Usually, we throw them away without realizing that the small plastic handle can be put to so many useful purposes. This video demonstrates 5 practical methods for reusing a plastic handle, highlighting number 2 and number 5. Cooking oil and bottled water containers always feature a plastic handle on top, which stays even after the container is empty. To remove the handle, just lift it slightly with your hand and carefully pry each plastic connection outward using pliers or scissors. Release each joint one after another. Once all are free, the handle will come off completely intact. In your hands, you now have a compact item that can be recycled for numerous practical purposes. Method 1: Saving closet space. All you need to do is hook the plastic handle onto a regular hanger to make an extra tier for hanging. You can hook a second hanger onto the handle using this method rather than hanging only a single set of clothes. You can now store 2 or 3 clothing sets on just one hanger without losing neatness, and they can be removed easily when needed, which greatly reduces space usage. Beyond that, the plastic handle provides a practical solution for arranging accessories, which are typically difficult to store neatly, such as scarves, ties, and belts. You just need to slip the accessories through, and it's done. Scarves can be hung on the large ring. Method 2: Making a phone stand. Many times, when you're occupied with cooking, you want to refer to a recipe on your phone, but the tight kitchen space makes it hard to find a place for it. By bending the handle backward and repositioning the small plastic joints, you can customize the fit to your phone size. After placing the phone in the adjustable position, confirm that it feels secure and does not move. At that point, the setup is complete. Use it on your work desk to watch content while writing, or move it to the dining table so you can eat and watch your favorite program at the same time. What's special about this stand is that it's lightweight, reliable, and doesn't require you to spend any money. Method 3: Kitchen Hanging Rack. Using the handle of the plastic container, you can hang it on the faucet and quickly turn it into a handy spot for storing sponges or cleaning cloths. Water dripping from the sponge flows directly into the sink, allowing it to dry faster, minimizing odors, and helping prevent bacterial growth. Alternatively, if you prefer not to hang it on the faucet, you can apply a small amount of hot glue to the back of the handle and attach it to the side of the sink. The method offers a cleaner look, creating a stable rack for dish sponges, cloths, or pot scrubbers, and ensures that dripping water drains into the sink rather than dirtying the countertop. The process is just as simple. Use hot glue to mount them onto a cabinet door, wall surface, or any spot you choose for hanging ladles, instead of leaving them tangled in a drawer or spread across the countertop. With just one plastic container handle, you can make the kitchen much tidier and cleaner. Method 4: Bathroom Hook. Simply spread a layer of hot glue or a strong adhesive on the back of the handle and press it directly onto the bathroom's tiled wall. And just like that, you have another sturdy hook ready to use. The bathroom usually has many types of towels. With just one rack available, towels often end up piled together, taking longer to dry and creating conditions for moisture, mold, and poor hygiene. As an example, place one at a higher position to keep the face towel consistently clean and dry. With only one compact plastic handle, your bathroom can become noticeably neater and more orderly, proving this to be a straightforward yet extremely useful idea for any home. Method 5: Soap Holder. Each time wet soap is placed directly on the sink surface, it quickly becomes messy, soggy, and slippery, which feels quite uncomfortable. You can use the plastic container handle as a soap holder by applying hot glue or a heavy-duty adhesive to the rear of the handle. After securing it to the side of the sink or the edge of the wash basin in just a few easy steps, the handle instantly becomes a tidy and convenient soap holder. After each use, simply set the soap bar on the holder made from the plastic container handle to keep it dry at all times. From a single oil container handle that appeared to have no value, we discovered up to 5 extremely useful applications. Creating a cleaner, more organized living environment without extra cost. Should you find these tips practical, put them into action at home and feel the change immediately. Don't forget to like and share this video so more people can see it, and follow the channel to stay updated on many more helpful tips I'll continue to share. Thank you for watching. See you again in the next videos. Remember these 6 clever uses for torn rubber gloves. Have you ever used them this way? Rubber gloves can be found in almost every home and are commonly used for washing dishes, doing laundry, or cleaning. But once they've been used for a while, even a minor tear causes many of us to simply toss them in the trash. Knowing how to reuse them means saving money and enjoying convenient solutions that everyone in the household will find impressive. Tip 1: Make a patch to remove lint and paper scraps. Winter clothes, especially sweaters and padded jackets, often end up covered in lint or bits of paper when tissues are accidentally left in pockets during laundry. Instead of getting annoyed, try using an old pair of rubber gloves to deal with the issue efficiently. First, remove the palm part of the old glove, the section with the raised rubber patterns, and cut it into either a rectangular or square piece. Next, take a sponge or dishwashing pad and use glue to securely attach the rubber piece to one side of it. In this way, you end up with an easy-to-make yet very efficient cleaning tool. The natural roughness of the raised rubber creates friction that effectively removes lint and paper scraps from clothing. A few gentle strokes in one direction are enough to restore your clothes, removing the messy lint that makes them look untidy. This is a simple yet clever way to repurpose torn gloves, making something useful out of what would otherwise be discarded. Tip 2: Make a bottle cap. Almost everyone has experienced opening a bottle of soda, beer, or wine and not finishing it right away, or accidentally misplacing the bottle cap. Rather than searching for a replacement cap, old rubber gloves can be reused to create a very convenient bottle stopper. The process is very straightforward. Cut off each finger of the glove one by one, then wash them thoroughly and let them dry. Whenever storage is required, place the rubber finger snugly over the top of the beer bottle. Thanks to the rubber's elasticity, it seals tightly around the bottle opening, allowing carbonated drinks to be shaken or tilted without worrying about spills. It's a smart repurposing solution that helps cut costs and preserve the freshness of food and beverages. Tip 3. Cover the end of a broom handle. It's common for the plastic cap at the end of a broom handle to come loose and fall off during use. Take one finger from the glove, cut it off, and stretch it over the uncovered end of the broom handle. The flexible rubber slips over the surface securely, smoothing out the sharp edge while making the handle more comfortable to hold. In addition, rubber provides excellent friction, allowing the covered end of the handle to grip firmly and reducing the chance of slipping to the floor. Tip 4. Make an elastic band for garbage bags. Many people experience the inconvenience of garbage bags dropping to the bottom of the trash can. When trash is thrown in, every time this happens, waste sticks to the sides of the bin. Rather than tightly tying the bag with several loops of plastic string or purchasing extra clips, you can repurpose old rubber gloves to address this issue by cutting off the elastic ring at the top of the glove. Just stretch the rubber band around the outside to fasten the bag opening securely to the rim of the bin. Because of the rubber's snug fit, the garbage bag remains stable and doesn't slip when filled with heavier trash. Tip 5. Prevent slipping for cutting boards. When preparing food, cutting boards tend to slip on the counter during vegetable chopping or meat slicing. Turn the glove's wrist section into 2 elastic bands and stretch them over both ends of the cutting board. Because of the rubber's gripping properties, the cutting board stays fixed in position and remains stable while cutting. Not only that, the middle part of the glove can also be reused to make non-slip mats. Simply cut it into several small square pieces. These rubber pads help hold items in place, prevent slipping or falling, and protect the tabletop from scratches. The result demonstrates that thoughtful reuse often produces surprising rewards. We hope you'll put this into practice immediately and notice the improvement. If you find this video useful, do not forget to press like, share with friends to know together, and follow the channel so that Tracy can continue to send you many more clever tips in the next videos. Purchase lemons once, and this method allows you to eat them all year without waste. Have you ever purchased many lemons expecting to use them gradually, then got caught up and forgot about them? The lemons had lost their freshness, become shriveled, or were simply discarded. Today, I'll introduce a few straightforward and practical ways to store lemons long term. Method 1. Preserving whole, fresh lemons in the refrigerator using wrapping paper. First, once you get home, take off all the plastic wrapping around the lemons. Then prepare a bowl of clean water, add 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and stir until it dissolves. Allow the lemons to sit in the water for about 5 minutes, helping dissolve wax and remove residue from the peel. After that, wash the lemons once more with fresh water and carefully wipe them dry with a clean towel or paper towel. If moisture is left behind, the lemons are much more likely to develop mold while being stored. The next step is to wrap each lemon separately in dry paper or fresh newspaper. The paper layer both removes excess moisture and prevents the lemons from rubbing against one another. Next, place the individually wrapped lemons inside a plastic or glass container. Store the container in the refrigerator's vegetable drawer. Using this method, lemons can remain fresh and juicy for 2 to 3 weeks. Method 2. Wrapping lemons with plastic wrap. Another option is to preserve them with plastic wrap. Start by washing the lemons, then mix 1 teaspoon of salt into a basin of clean water to create a diluted saltwater solution. After that, leave the lemons in the water for a few minutes to clean off any dirt and bacteria attached to the surface. It's important that the lemons are fully dried before wrapping, since moisture can quickly cause mold to form while they're stored. Next, cut a piece of plastic wrap large enough to completely cover 1 lemon. Put the lemon in the middle and wrap it tightly, pressing the wrap closely around the peel to prevent air from getting inside. Finally, arrange the wrapped lemons in a clean, well-ventilated basket or container and place them in the refrigerator's vegetable drawer, where humidity remains stable. With this method, lemons can stay fresh and delicious for 2 to 3 weeks. Method 3. Freezing whole lemons. This is a simple but highly effective method for preserving the fresh taste of lemons for months. The first step is to soak the lemons in a bowl of hot water for a few minutes, allowing the wax to soften. Next, I give the lemons a final rinse under running water, then pat them completely dry with a towel or paper towel. Next, I put them into a zip-top bag meant for food storage, removing all the air if a vacuum sealer is available. Without a vacuum sealer, I use the water displacement method by placing the bag in a basin of water to remove the air before sealing it. Using this trick helps protect the lemons from freezer burn and preserves their taste. I can keep them for as long as 5 months without losing their natural fragrance or sour taste. Method 4: Freezing lemon slices and juice. First, I choose high-quality lemons with smooth skin and no bruising, making sure to clean them well since the peel will be used too. I simply sprinkle 1 teaspoon of salt onto the lemon, gently rub it over the surface, then rinse it under running water and let it drain completely. Then, with a sharp knife, I cut the lemons into evenly thin slices, avoiding slices that are too thick or too thin. After that, I arrange the lemon slices into a zip-top bag. Remove all the air and I can use a straw or submerge. Another option is to extract the lemon juice for gradual use. Cut the lemon in half, squeeze the juice into a container, and strain out the seeds to keep it from tasting bitter. Then I pour the lemon juice into an ice cube tray, cover it with a lid, and place it in the freezer. Then I store them in the freezer, giving me fresh, flavorful lemon slices ready for tea, refreshing lemonade, or garnishing dishes. A simple morning habit is drinking warm lemon water with 1 teaspoon of honey. This drink promotes detoxification, aids digestion, and boosts immune health, making it especially useful during seasonal transitions. Method 5: Soaking lemons in water. I begin by choosing lemons that are fresh,
lemons with shiny
glossy,
skin,
and free from
without
bruises or scratches, and then soak them briefly in diluted salt water to clean off dirt and bacteria. Then I use a clean cloth or paper towel to make sure every lemon is completely dry. I prepare a clean glass jar or plastic container with a tight-fitting lid, place the lemons inside, and pour in filtered water until they are completely submerged. I make sure the lid is tightly closed before placing the container in the refrigerator's cooling compartment. This method, combined with changing the water every 3 to 4 days, keeps the lemons juicy and visually fresh for up to 2 to 3 weeks. So, we've explored 5 practical tips for preserving lemons for an extended time. Have you tried any of these 5 methods? Leave a comment below and let Fix Home Fast know. And thank you to my wonderful viewers who have stayed with me from the start of the video until now. This fresh lemon mousse cake is simple to make, delivers a delightfully refreshing taste, and provides vitamin C and energy for the whole family. First, I prepare the cake base since it needs time to set. I place 20 grams of unsalted butter in a heat-proof bowl and melt it completely using a double boiler. Crush 40 grams of cookies into fine crumbs. Once melted, mix the butter into the cookies until the mixture is evenly coated and fully absorbed. Next, place the mixture into a mold, compact it firmly, and chill it in the refrigerator for a minimum of 30 minutes to stabilize the base. After that, I finely grate approximately 7 grams of lemon zest to enhance the natural fragrance. Have the lemon, squeeze to obtain around 30 grams of juice, then strain out the seeds so the juice stays smooth and non-bitter. Then combine roughly 4 grams of gelatin with 10 milliliters of water and allow it to bloom evenly. Once the gelatin has bloomed, place it in a bowl over hot water and melt it using a double boiler, stirring until fully dissolved. Then add 30 milliliters of lemon juice, 35 grams of sugar and about 50 grams of yogurt. Stir until well blended, then set aside. Then I add roughly 200 to 300 milliliters of whipping cream to a large bowl and whip it with a hand mixer until it reaches soft peak consistency. After achieving the correct consistency, I slowly incorporate the lemon mixture and zest, folding gently with a spatula to maintain a smooth, light mousse. I remove the cake base from the fridge, pour the mousse on top, and lightly tap the mold to eliminate air bubbles. Then place it in the freezer for about 6 to 8 hours, preferably overnight, until the mousse sets completely. Once set, gently remove the cake from the mold. Slice and enjoy. You'll clearly taste the refreshing sweetness of lemon combined with the rich creaminess of whipped cream and yogurt, plus a light crunch from the buttery cookie base. It's truly a perfect dessert for the whole family. In this video, I'll share 5 effective tips for long-term lemon storage, along with a golden lemon mousse recipe that combines great taste with health benefits. If you benefited from these tips, remember to like the content and follow the channel to get fresh insights on cooking, food storage, and clever life hacks every day. Every interaction from you is the source of motivation for Tracy to continue creating even more high-quality content. See you in the next video with many more interesting and practical ideas.